Switching gears, it's not just the super rich who don't pay taxes. It turns out there's a startling amount of people who paid zero income tax in 2020. And Robert Frank has the story for us. Robert.
Well, the pandemic led to a large increase in the number of Americans who don't pay any federal income taxes or, in fact, got money back from the government. 61% of American households, or about 107 million, paid no federal income taxes last year. That's up from 44% in 2019. All that according to the Tax Policy Center. Now, the center says this number is going to remain high, but is fleeting due mainly to high unemployment, stimulus checks, and increased tax credits that were all tied to the pandemic. They say it will hover around 57% this year, and the share of Americans who pay no federal income taxes, though, has doubled over the past 30 years. In 1990, only about 21% of Americans paid no federal income taxes. Meanwhile, at the same time, the share of taxes paid by the top has been growing. The top 10% of taxpayers paid 71% of federal income taxes in 2018. That's the latest year reported by the IRS. Now, many of the households who didn't pay federal income taxes do pay other income taxes, payroll taxes, state and local taxes, as well as excise taxes. So it's not like they didn't pay any taxes, but they did not pay federal income taxes. Wolf?
But ultimately, Robert, this is set to be temporary, right? That high percentage of people that with no income taxes because it's pandemic related?
The 60% is temporary. It's going to be 57 this year. But what's not temporary, what has been a lasting trend, is it hovers around 44, 43%. And that is double what it was 30 years ago. So, look, when nearly half the population does not pay for the normal operations of the government, that starts to be a democratic issue when, again, it's about half the people that are invested in the government. So that's the broader issue, and that is the broader trend that people are going to focus on as these negotiations get underway in Washington over the next reconciliation bill and who has to pay that bill.
Robert Frank, thanks very much.